Morning YouTubers, how you doing? So yeah, Ryan here. Just thought I'd give you an update, and first off, apologies, I've not done an update I believe this year. Had a lot going on with work, and also I lost a very close colleague and friend of mine. Life goes on. So yeah, obviously I'll just update because I've got some new subscribers that obviously have seen the videos because I've liked quite a few of them. The story behind it is, personally, I've never bought a brand new car. I was toying with what car to buy, test drove quite a few in the same kind of line. So I test drove the Mercedes A-Class. I also test drove the BMW, and finishing off with the Audi A3. And my choice was the Audi A3. I could have got the BMW a lot quicker, and Mercedes was around the same time when I went to the dealer. So I've gone for the Edition 1. I've gone for it in turbo blue. I've gone for the petrol manual. And the reason I went for the manual is because there are so many horror stories, which you'll read in my comments, about how the electric seats don't come with the S-Tronic. I believe that's being updated now, and they're trying to sort the problems out. But if you look at the comments very recently, some have had this now updated and are still seeing error warnings come up on the MMI system. So yeah, I'm very, very glad I went for the manual. And personally, I like a manual. I do a lot of miles, but I don't do enough to warrant me being in an auto. I have another car for auto if I need it. What else did I get? I got the sound and comfort package, which I'll run through later. I didn't go for the sunroof, possibly a regret, but also it took me out of budget. They do look lovely, and it definitely finishes off the car. So if you do have it in budget, definitely go for the sunroof, because the pan roof and the way it opens, the way it makes the car, it makes it stand out. Yeah, and like I say, I went for the turbo blue colour. So thanks all for your comments. I've had lots and lots of comments. I wasn't expecting so many. And again, apologies for, I know some of you said, where's the update, where's the update? So Steve Cooper, I'm keen to know how you've got on. You've moved from build week 7 to week 5. So really your delivery date should be any time now. Let us know how you get on. I'm keen to know your experiences and how the car is, with the pros, cons, anything you can pop up. I mean, you guys are reading each other's comments, so you're all helping each other out as well as these videos. Got Steve Lewis. Yeah, I know your delivery date. I would personally, when I was looking, I did go from a few different dealers, and what I did notice is the same dealers gave me the same delivery date, but the different dealers gave me different delivery dates. So I ended up going with Harwood's, not because the delivery date, was more because of the customer service I got, actually. And the delivery date was a little bit longer, but I went to Portsmouth first, and I currently live in Portsmouth, but I'm actually ordering my car from Southampton, just because I was up that way at the time, and the chap up there was really, really good, absolutely keen to go out of his way to help me. So, and that's the reason I've done that. So all I would say advice wise is, if your delivery date is that far on and you haven't ordered the car, is just look around at the different Audi dealers, because I believe they give different delivery dates. And also what I would look at as well is, if you're buying a car or leasing a car, depending on what your reasons behind it, also found out you get different delivery dates, which is slightly annoying, and might not be fully true, but again, just what I'm reading on a few forums and stuff. So it's something to look out, is maybe go in there. They seem to be keen on people buying a car, which I thought was a thing of the past, and they might give you a delivery date and then maybe go down the leasing option. Again, just something that it might be true, it might not, but it might work for you to move your delivery date forward. Nathan Hallam, so you're week 7, same as me. Again, I've had no updates. I'm actually a little bit gutted. The customer service was great when I was getting the car, and I think all in line. Every time I've had to get any communication from Audi now has been because I sent an email the week before Christmas And all I said was, I guess no news is good news, and we're still on for build week 7. And I got, yep, exactly right. Good news, everything is still confirmed for week 7. So I'm hoping that, once maybe week 7 comes in, then all of a sudden I get the customer service and they're keeping me up to date with how we're doing on the build line and it's been shipped. And, I want it to be a bit more exciting. I was expecting that from buying a new car. Again, I've not experienced this before, so that's why. Or if I don't get anything, I'll let you guys know, because, I'm told that there is, that's part of buying a car. They're meant to be keeping you up to date. I know the showrooms are open. So when I say open, I know you can't go in due lockdown, but appointments, etc., etc. So, and you can still test drive the cars as well. So yeah. We got Sushil. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You talk about the S line. Now, one thing I will say is, if you're looking at the S line, I went for the Edition 1 over the S line because of what you get as standard. Now, if you price up against the S line and the Edition 1, what you get is standard. If you're going to spec up the S line, it comes in more expensive. So I would do a little bit of research and price them together against the Edition 1 versus the S line as standard, and then spec your S line to how you want it, and then verse it against the Edition 1. And that's how I did it. And it actually came in that the Edition 1 was cheaper and you'd get it as standard. So what I got extra on my Edition 1 was I went for the sound and comfort package. I also went for wireless charging. I'm still bizarre why that's not just standard, because most cars are now. It was only £100 extra, I think £112 it worked out. And I'll probably throw it down there, but my phones get put away when I'm driving. I'm a bit of a anal like that. I hate people that are using their phones when you got hands free, and I like it out of the way so I can't see it. So yeah, I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I'm a bit gutted I didn't go for the pan roof. That was an extra £1,000 on top. And I think that's exactly the same for both models, S line and the Edition 1. But again, if you can budget it, definitely go for the pan roof. It makes the car stand out. It really does make it look good. And also you've asked about the two colours. So I went for turbo blue, and I absolutely love the turbo blue. Most showrooms have got a turbo blue in one of the makes, so you can see a lot of TTs on the showrooms in the turbo blue as well. Not the A3s, because I think it's new to the A3. And if you want to go and see the colour, I would definitely go and have a look. I will definitely post a video up close of the paintwork when I get it, and hopefully the camera will bring it out. But again, seeing it in person, it's definitely, with the Edition 1 as well, you get the black trims with it. And I'm not a fan of chrome. Even on my Mercedes, my M3, I went in, I think on the M3 I had the chrome wrapped. On the Mercedes I actually got it sprayed, because I'm not a fan of chrome, but that's just preference. On the S line, you don't think you get the option to do the black bits, especially on the grille. Even anything on there, it always comes with a chrome grille. And again, it's just my personal preference, but I'm not a fan of chrome. I think it's very dated. So if I'm driving a Rolls Royce with with the big badge on the front, that's a bit different, but I'm not. So I know you spoke about the grey. Now, the reason I don't like the grey is it's just a bit dull for me. Now, if I was going to have any grey, it would be Nardo. I love Nardo grey, but it wasn't an option on there. I probably could have phoned up and got it if I was to pay that little bit extra. Nardo grey is definitely a lovely, lovely colour, but the grey that you're talking about, it's definitely not for me. And one of the reasons I'll tell you that now is because I am currently driving a Ford Fiesta 1 litre EcoBoost as a hire car, and it's shocking. Absolutely shocking, to be blunt. It turned up to me with 40 miles on the clock. I've got it for 3 months. I've done a substantial amount of miles on it already, and it feels like it's got 100,000 on the clock. It's a brand new car. My back isn't great in it. I've had to put a cushion in there because the lumbar support's terrible. It's actually specced up quite well inside. It's got carbon bits, and and the seats are meant to be electric, and all these points of comfort. It's definitely not for me. And the colour grey is, yeah, but again, that's my opinion. I don't like it. I like to stand out a little bit. But I was originally looking at the Python Yellow, so I would also have a look at that option. Depends how much you want to stand out. The reason I'm using it for business, so I didn't want to stand out too much and be showboating the car. It's not my thing. Some might say maybe the turbo blue is still doing the same thing, but it was definitely a little bit tamer than the Python Yellow. So Philip O'Connor, did you decide on a car? You obviously, I did the same. I went through all the makes, test drove them all, and yeah, I love the Mercedes inside. I think it was pretty much on par with the Audi, in my opinion. What done it for me, and I know this is very Marmite, is I love the grills in the Audi. You know, they're a little bit Lambo style, they say, and the cockpit style. The Mercedes for me was just not really my cup of tea. The only nice thing on there was, you know, the big MMI that you get across. But again, you pretty much get that with the Audi and the Edition 1, you get the slightly larger. So yeah, the BMW, even though I've had BMWs in the past, it just wasn't for me. Again, it's definitely preference. Some people drive them and, you know, prefer over. So I would say definitely make your own choice in that. Sit them and do some miles. You know, don't just take it for an hour, go and blast up the motorway and do some town driving. That's what I did. You'll get a feel for it. And again, for me, the Audi, just comfort-wise, I didn't have the Bang & Olufsen in there, and I'm still not 100% sure how it's going to sound, because apparently the Bang & Olufsen comes with a subwoofer as well, and I love my music, so I didn't get a chance to experience that. But yeah, even the sound on the standard was a lot better overall. Just the feel of it, the drive of it, the braking, the pulling. I mean, they're only 150 PS, and it just all felt a lot, I don't know, a lot more sturdy, a lot more handling, stuck firm to the ground. I know with the Edition 1, which I haven't actually test drive, but everything inside of it was spec'd the same, apart from the suspension. So if this felt good, I'm hoping the Edition 1 with the electronic suspension is going to be 10 times better, possibly a little bit firmer because it's sports suspension. But that's not a problem for me. But yeah, keep us updated. Let us know how you get on, because again, I'm keen to know what your decision is. And I will definitely, when I receive the car, you know, I'm meant to be week 10, and once I get any more updates on that and it's confirmed, I'll put another video up. But once I've received the car, I'm hoping to go and do the showroom opening if we're out of lockdown. And if we're not, I think it's going to be more of a key handover, but I'm going to try and record as much of it as possible. I want to see what the customer service is like. I'm not going to make a big thing of it knowing I'm doing it, and it's not to be sly, it's more to show you how natural it really is from the Audi point of view. For you guys to know, for me, customer service is a big thing, especially in the world and the job I do. And I believe that buying part of a car and the customer service is all part of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Again, apologies that this has been a late update. I'll probably come back to you once I know that I've had some confirmation of week 7, and also if I don't get anything on week 7, or if I get any delays or anything, I'm probably still going to put a video up. I'm keen to see if the customer service gets a little bit better now. I'll finish off with one other thing, is the S-tronic version. I'm still hearing horror stories. Apparently they've updated it. If any of you guys have, you know, got the new updated version with the electric seats in the S-tronics, apparently now they've sorted it, but experiencing problems or not had an issue, can you leave us a comment? You know, I'm happy to talk about it on my next update if I get some comments on there. I obviously, like I said before, I went for the manual because of the horror stories, and yeah, there are a good few out there about this S-tronic. I don't personally think they should have released it. You know, you don't get the memory seats, blah blah blah, because of the battery issue, but the MMI system's still throwing up warnings, and you know, some of you put some comments on there recently to say that it's still happening. So yeah, for you guys that have ordered the S-tronic, just be a little bit wary, just comment. You know, if some of you have had no issues at all, I'm keen to know that, you know, the weight of it, because all new cars, when they come out, and this is the new Audi A3 model, do have some you know, some issues. So is this just a small few that are commenting, and everyone else that has a car that's is working well doesn't have an issue? Because you tend to hear more about stuff that goes wrong than the stuff that goes right. So yeah, leave us a comment, let us know. Please subscribe for the updates, and obviously a thumbs up would be really good if you like the videos. And if you want anything added, and you want me to start doing videos when I get the car of anything specific, let us know now, and I'll make sure that I'll make a list of everything. So yeah, stay safe out there. Still not great times. Keep those masks on, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.